Hello, everyone. Good morning. I hope you're well today. Today, we're going to continue our mobile communication class where we're going to be focusing on mobile gaming. Okay. So before when we think about digital gaming, usually it refers to the computer or console video games such as the Nintendo or the PlayStation, Xbox, and so on. So they used to be the defining forms of digital gaming. But now, with the advent of mobile phones, mobile games have arguably established themselves as the contemporary dominant sites for digital play. So we can see that from the share of mobile games, yeah, so the shares of revenues between the platforms of games, yeah, we see that since 2018 up to now, mobile games has the biggest share, which is bigger than the PC games and the console games combined. Yeah, so before almost a decade ago, yeah, mobile games only had 18% of the total global games market. Yeah, but they increasing at a very fast rate. And now in 2021, mobile games has 59%, yeah, of the shares of the mobile or the global games revenue worldwide. Yeah, so that's surpassing even the PC and the console games. Okay. So this is because, yeah, there's a revolution, yeah, a revolution of game playing, where before, if you want to play a game, you do it at a fixed location. You do it in the computer or in the game console that you have at your home. Or if you don't have a game console, before we had video game arcades where there are commercial places that you can go to play video games. Yeah, but now with the handheld games, then the location becomes mobile. Yeah, so there's a detachment of the fixed location where mobile or gaming becomes a part of everyday lives. Yeah, where everyone becomes capable of owning a gaming device that is already installed, or you can install it in your mobile phones. Okay, so there are 4 periods of mobile gaming. Yeah, the first is the handheld gaming devices and cell phones. Yeah, so the early period or early history of handheld gaming devices. And the second is the smartphone era. So it's the first is our traditional cell phones that are mainly used for communication, but there can be some simple games installed there. And then there's the smartphone era, which provides contemporary mobile gaming ecosystem there. So it revolutionizing the mobile gaming from the smartphone. And the third era is the location-based and mixed reality mobile gaming. And the last one, or in the future that is now being developed, is the Metaverse. Yeah, so we're going to look at these 4 periods, yeah, quickly. Okay, so the first one is the early history and development of mobile games. Yeah, first we have to define what is mobile in this case. If we define mobile as moving, yeah, before we had these digital games, we already had these traditional portable moving games such as deck of cards, yeah, dice, board games that you can take anywhere, and these are present since a long time ago, yeah, since the Roman era. And the physical toys and games and the miniaturization of electronics has evolved into handheld electronic games. Yeah, so for example, in the early days, yeah, in the maybe 70s or 80s, you have the Game and Watch from Nintendo. Yeah, so it's pretty small, yeah, maybe about I think about 10 to 15 centimeters wide, yeah, that you can play on your, so it's handheld game because you can have it between your two hands and play it, yeah. Of course, it's still primitive. In the early days, they only had black and white, and then after that, they had it in color, where you have to insert, yeah, you have to insert cartridges, game cartridges into the device. Yeah, and then after that, we had the games on your cell phones. Yeah, in the early days of the cell phones, they had the Snake, the legendary Snake game. Yeah, if you ever see or had a Nokia phone where you can play from your mobile phone, and this is the very simple version of it. Yeah, so you just press on the number buttons, yeah, to control the snake, right? And then after that, Nokia created the first mobile cell phone, the Nokia Engage, yeah, where it's designed specifically to be used not for communications, or besides for communications, it's specifically used also for gaming, yeah, where you can purchase these cartridges in the forms of memory cards, yeah, for your games, yeah, because if you have it installed on your phone, they didn't have enough capacity to store, yeah, the games on inside the internal storage. And after the cell phones, yeah, after the advent of the cell phones, and then we had the smartphones in our hands, yeah, it's a revolutionary turn in mobile gaming. Why we call it that? Yeah, because now everyone can be a gamer. Okay, so everyone can download games, yeah, that you can have for free. Yeah, so it's available for everyone, and the free to pay games make everyone can be a gamer, where these game corporations, they get their revenue from in-game ads, yeah, in-game advertisements that you can see, that can be removed once you have paid for the premium, or in-app purchases. For example, they only have like certain or limited playing experience, and if you want to have more playing experience, then you have to pay or for certain items in the games. Yeah, and people before, for video games and computer games, they had their own market. Yeah, they have their own market, where the people who play them are the people who want to purchase, the people who make their time a specific time, or make they are more invested, yeah, into playing the games. But once the games are available in the smartphone, yeah, they have these casual and social mobile gamers, yeah, where the other or the rest of the people who are before, maybe they don't have experience playing video games or these paid games, but they just install simple games such as maybe Candy Crush, yeah, or something like that, yeah, simple kind of like maybe mindless games just to pass the time, where you're waiting for your bus, where you're commuting inside the train, and so forth. So now we have these casual and social mobile gamers, yeah, where people have these games just casually. And if you ask them, are you a gamer? They probably say, no, I'm not a gamer. Yeah, because they think I only use it like when I'm bored, or when I need to pass the time. Yeah, but I'm not, because people have this mindset that gamers are someone who are investing their time and money to play games, yeah, at a specific maybe amount of time, yeah, a scheduled amount of time, and they invest the time, a lot of time to do that. Yeah, but if you consider these people who have these games in your phone, yeah, and who will play them, then actually they are considered gamers because they have these games and they play it. Okay, so maybe you can ask yourself, are you a gamer? How many games do you have on your phone, and how many times do you actually play it? Yeah, so and we have these social mobile gamers where you play games not only just to um, the gratifications that you get is not only for entertainment purposes, but for social purposes as well. Yeah, like for example, now um, um, my children, they play Roblox, which is an online game, and they play it with their friends. And it's one way for them to socialize, especially during this COVID time where they can't see their friends. And then they see them, yeah, they see the friends in the Roblox, where these Roblox have these avatars, yeah, and it looks like they're playing, right? It looks like they're playing in one location, even though it's a virtual location, and they do stuff in their games, and they think that they're doing these stuff like they have physical play dates. Yeah, so that's interesting as well. And there are like stories of maybe people who actually looking for relationships, right? When they are playing the games, because you play it with people around the world, you interact with them, yeah, and it's as though you are this other person, yeah, inside the game that can actually build up, yeah, to a real relationship offline. Yeah, so that's why the advent of these smartphones, yeah, become a revolutionary turn in mobile gaming that allows for cultural and social changes in the way that we navigate our relationships, in the way that we consume entertainment as well. Okay, so the next one is the features of the mobile phones, yeah, have been taken advantage of by these games, yeah, where you have the touch screens, you have accelerometers, you have camera inputs, you have location tracking. Now games become more evolved, yeah, where you can have these location-based games. So games is not something that is static, yeah, but it's something that is requires physical movement as well, yeah, such as when you are playing Pokemon Go, where you have to go to places to catch your Pokemon. Or the other day, I went to the Lego store with my sons, and I saw that they had this Lego set where you have the where you can have this reality or augmented reality technology. So you can download the app from your phone, and while you're building the Lego set, yeah, so while your hands are working, you can see the images, yeah, through your phone of what is actually happening. Yeah, so you can control the games not only from your console, not only from your phone, but through your hands as well, through your how you arrange these Lego blocks. Yeah, so these are the future or of mobile games. Yeah, so other games have also used this location based such as the Pokemon Go, but only the Pokemon Go is the most successful. Yeah? So we don't really hear about other games, but there are other games that use these location based, yeah, and the augmented reality that you see, for example, in this Lego set, yeah. And then after that, we move on to the last phase, yeah, of this mobile gaming, yeah, where we call it into the metaverse. So you probably hear the term metaverse since Facebook has rebranded itself. Yeah, so the company's name is not Facebook anymore. It's now Meta, which allows or implies, yeah, how Facebook wants to expand into creating a metaverse. So the metaverse term itself is not a new term, but since Mark Zuckerberg has launched his beta rebranding, so people are now more aware of the metaverse that could be built around Facebook's meta companies. Yeah, so a metaverse is basically a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users. Or it's the concept of a highly immersive virtual world where people gather to socialize, play, and work. So basically do everything, but virtually. Okay, so if you've ever watched the movie Ready Player One, where they have this metaverse, the oasis that people use to escape from their everyday lives. Yeah, so they have their avatars in the game and they do stuff. Yeah, so it's a virtual reality game, so you have to wear these virtual reality glasses, yeah, to be able to access the games, and you actually move as though you're moving inside the game. So you can do a lot of stuff, yeah, in this virtual reality space, which is already so there are already existing metaverse systems, yeah, such as I mentioned earlier, the Roblox, yeah, where you can have multiple universes, yeah, because there are a lot of different games. You can even create your own game in Roblox, so you can create such as like your own universe in Roblox, and you can invite your friends to come and interact in that universe. Yeah, so and you can make them do stuff. Okay, so this is a clip from the Mark Zuckerberg's presentation on his Meta presentation, where before maybe you can play chess physically with someone, but now you can play even the simple traditional game, then you can play it through virtual reality. So this is an interesting concept that we will use, or we will look into in later meetings or in later classes, of how this metaverse will basically alter the way that we've lived. And why now? Because now we already have a taste of what the metaverse will be like. Yeah, the advent of artificial intelligence, virtual reality, artificial augmented reality, yeah, face recognition, the location-based GPS, the cryptocurrency, 5G technology with the big data, and we combine all that. We have a taste of that because of COVID. Yeah, because of COVID, we're already equipping ourselves, yeah, to be ready for this metaverse. We know what it's going to be like, where everything is done through the screen, where everything is done not in the real world, but inside through the screen, where everything is made possible. So you can do all your financial things, yeah, where money is not what is valuable. It's not maybe the dollar anymore, but the bitcoins and other cryptocurrency. So that means it's everything else in life is going to become a game, yeah, when we are entering this virtual reality. So how much are we going to what is the interplay between the real physical world and this virtual reality worlds? Yeah, because experts are saying that the future is this digital, the future is this virtuality, yeah, that we've experienced. Okay, so when we are talking about going back to the new normal, how normal are we going back to? Like last week, we learned about how mobiles have revolutionized the world of work. where now people don't have to work in the offices, but they can work remotely. Once COVID has ceased, or once everything goes back to normal, how normal are everything going to be? Like, are we still going to have this remote work? Because a lot of people are saying that now that we've tasted what it's like to be remote, what it's like to have this balance between going staying at home and going to work or going outside to do places, then it's not like we are going back 100% to how we used to be. It's not like we're going back 100% of doing things outside our homes and not interacting with our screens like our lives before COVID, right? So there are things that are going to change. It's changed our relationships with our mobile phones and our um, and the way that we view these interactions, like as many of you have already shared with me on how these mobile phones have changed maybe your own personal lives, right? Okay, so I think that's all for my short introduction on mobile gaming. I know there's a lot of things to explore, but I think these is the interesting things that we can learn about, yeah, in regards to mobile gaming. But if you have any other questions or other topics that you would like us to discuss about in relation to mobile gaming, please do not hesitate to discuss it in classroom. And maybe as our the beginning of the discussion, I would like you to share about what you think is the future of mobile gaming, yeah, and how do you view your own personal relationships with mobile games? Are you like a casual gamer, or maybe you've experienced what it's like to be um, a game hobbyist or something like that. So please do share your discussions. And if you have any further questions, do not hesitate to ask. And I'll see you in Google Classroom for the discussion. Okay. Thank you very much for being with me for this session. I'll see you next time. Good morning.